in this video we will discuss about the cell in combination, that is to find out the effective EMF. So we already know that there are two types of combination, that is series and parallel combination. So let us discuss for the series combination first, then parallel. Now see here, I am having two cells. This is your first one cell and its internal resistance is this much, that is R1. This is our second cell and having internal resistance R2. They are connected one after another like this one. जैसे में ये मेरे पास सेल है एक और this is your second one. So here this is first one cell, this is your second cell. So what should be the terminal potential? तो terminal potential क्या होता है? It is a potential difference between the two electrodes. तो ये one electrode and this is your second electrode. दोनों के बीच में जो potential difference होगा, that is your terminal potential. So यहाँ पर मैं लेता हूँ दो ends, that is A and B. So potential difference between A and B will be the terminal potential. Suppose circuit is closed and the direction of current is along this direction and it is given by I. Moving in electrical circuit, if there is any generation of potential, then it is taken as positive. When there is a consumption of potential, then it is negative. So when you move from A to B, while moving from A to B, then wherever there is a generation of potential, we take it as positive. Wherever there is a consumption, that is taken as negative. Now let us start from A. So A, as we move, this is your cell, and in this cell direction of current is determined by this cell. So there is a generation. It provides the potential to the external circuit. So it generates the potential in a circuit. So here it is positive E1, because now if we move further, so resistance always consume the energy in the form of heat. So here again the potential drop. Potential is I. Multiply the resistance with the current, minus I R1. Now further you move. So see this, for this cell also direction of current is according to this cell. इस सेल के अनुसार भी यही होनी चाहिए डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट. सो इट आल्सो discharges, so it produces the potential, so it is also taken as positive. And further resistance always lost the energy, so it is minus I R2. Now solving little bit, so V becomes E1 plus E2 persist to find out the equivalent EMF. Means I want to replace this two cells by a single cell. इन दो सेल को रिप्लेस करके मेरे को एक सिंगल सेल बनाना है जो कि उतना ही करंट ड्रॉ आउट करे जितना ये दोनों मिलके करते हैं. सो आई कंसिडर दिस इक्विवेलेंट EMF of this cell is E equivalent and internal resistance is R equivalent. अब इस केस में हम टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल निकालेंगे, दैट इज फ्रॉम A to B. इस केस में टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल क्या होगा? वही सेम तरीका, A से चलेंगे. एज यू मूव फ्रॉम A, हियर आल्सो ये जो डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट है इस सेल के हिसाब से ही है. इट जनरेट द इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल टू द एक्सटर्नल सर्किट, सो it generates, so it is positive. And minus the potential drop, resistance always causes a loss of potential, so it is I into R equivalent. So if you compare these two equations, this is also terminal potential, this is also terminal potential. If you compare these one, so from here you can say that E1 plus E2 is equivalent to this one. So E equivalent is equal to E1 plus E2, and R equivalent is equal to I is same, minus is also there. So R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2. So this is your equivalent EMF. So we can say that when the cells are in series combination, then the equivalent EMF is equal to sum of individual EMFs. That is, if we have another one, we have a 4 or 5 cells in series combination, then the equivalent EMF will be equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 and so on. And the equivalent resistance will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on. Cells are in parallel combination. So I am considering two cells, that is having EMF E1, internal resistance R1, second cell having EMF E2 and internal resistance R2. They are connected one after another, positive positive connected together and negative negative connected together, and this type of combination is known as a parallel combination. Now let I be the total current, let I1 be the current drawn out by the first cell, that is E1, and I2 is a current which is drawn by cell E2. Now let us calculate the terminal potential. So there are two ways to calculate terminal potential, from A to E1 and R1 and then B. The second part is A to E2, R2 and then B. So there are two ways of finding out the terminal potential. So let us first one, rule is same, moving from A to B, if electric potential is generated then it is positive, and when it is consumed it is taken as negative. So while moving from A here, see here in this cell the current is according to the cell, so it is a discharging, it creates or generates the potential, so it becomes positive E1. So moving further, this is your internal resistance. Resistance always consume the energy, so it is minus I1 R1. So from this equation I will calculate the I1. So I1 will be equal to E1 minus V divided by R1. Now calculate the terminal potential from the downward E2 section. So as you move from A, here also the current direction is according to the cell, so it is a discharging of a cell, so it becomes positive. So E2 is positive. This always consume the energy, so it is minus I2 R2. So from here also I will calculate the I2. So it is E2 minus V divided by R2. So this is our second equation. So from 1 and 2, the total current, we know that from the circuit the total current is equal to I1 plus I2. So from here also you can see here the total current which is entering this junction must be equal to the total current which is leaving the junction. The value of I1 in this equation, from 1 I1 is equal to E1 minus V divided by R1 plus E2 minus V divided by R2. So this is your total current. Now I will want to write this in some simple form. So I write here I is equal to E1 divided by R1 minus V divided by R1 plus E2 divided by and V divided by R2 with negative sign. So solving little bit, so E1 divided by R1 plus E2 divided by R2 minus V is common, so we are left with 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Minus is taken as common. So this is our equation 3. So our main purpose to do all these things is to replace this combination by a single cell जो कि वैसा ही उतना ही काम करे जो कि ये दोनों मिलके कर रहे हैं. So मैंने उस सेल की ईएमएफ मान ली ई इक्विवेलेंट और इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस मान लिया आर इक्विवेलेंट। सेम करंट ड्रॉ करते हैं, ये जो दोनों मिलके कर रहे हैं, दोनों मिलके कौन सा करंट प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, दैट इज आई, और उतना ही टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल होगा, दैट इज वी। फ्रॉम द डायग्राम V इज इक्वल टू यहां से चले तो ये हमेशा करंट की डायरेक्शन इज अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस सेल, सो टेकन एज पॉजिटिव। दिस रेजिस्टेंस ऑलवेज लूज द एनर्जी, तो इट इज माइनस आई आर इक्विवेलेंट। अब यहां पर मेरे को करंट निकाला हुआ है, तो हियर आल्सो आई विल कैलकुलेट द करंट। सो व्हाट आई डू हियर इज, इस टर्म को मैं इधर ले जाऊंगा और V को मैं इधर ले आऊंगा। सो व्हाट वी गॉट, आई आर इक्विवेलेंट इज इक्वल टू ई इक्विवेलेंट माइनस V। अब आर इक्विवेलेंट को डिवाइड कर दूंगा, सो आई विल बी इक्वल टू ई इक्विवेलेंट डिवाइड बाई आर इक्विवेलेंट माइनस V बाई आर इक्विवेलेंट। So this is our fourth equation. Third and fourth equation. See here. Here I is equal to this term minus V this term. Here you see current is equal to E equivalent divided by R equivalent, this term, V and this term. So if you compare these two terms, you will find that E equivalent divided by R equivalent is equal to E1 R1 E2 R2, and 1 upon R equivalent is equal to this 1 upon R equivalent is equal to V को निगलेक्ट कर देंगे, V सेम है, तो 1 upon R is equal to R1 plus 1 upon R2. Lot of number of cells in parallel combination, so then the equivalent EMF can be calculated as E equivalent divided by R equivalent is equal to E1 divided by R1, E2 divided by R2, E3 divided by R3, and so on. And the equivalent resistance is same as we calculated in resistance in parallel combination. Thanking you.